What is up, my dudes and chicks? Thank you guys so much for watching. Library Jesus here with some more Monster Rancher Battle Card content. So, first I want to say thank you guys so much for watching the Monster Rancher Battle Card Booster Box opening video. That video was so much fun to do. So nostalgic, yet so new, considering these cards never came to the US. This was my first time ever experiencing any kind of booster box opening of this magnitude ever. It was just so legit. So thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for the comments as well. So in the comments, you did mention that you wanted to see the starter decks as well. So that's what I'm bringing you today. We are going to look at the 3 Monster Rancher Battle Card starter decks and go ahead and go through them, see how the skill cards are different than what we got in the booster packs, and see how they are. I'm pretty sure they're the same as the Monster Rancher Battle Card Game Boy starter decks. They have the same name and same monsters, but there might be a little bit of differences in the skill cards they use. So we're going to go ahead and check it out. If you guys enjoy the video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see some more content. Now, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and go through in order of Speed Deck, then Powerful Deck, and then save my personal favorite, the Miracle Deck, for last. But before we get into the cards themselves, I just wanted to show you guys something. So, included with each of the starter decks are a few extra cards. The first one is going to be this one. It essentially just shows you how to set up the game while you're playing. You have your deck here, your discard pile here. This is where you keep your guts cards, and you keep your monsters here, and this is going to be your opponent's monsters. On the back, we have the card list for the booster deck, or for the starter deck. So like up here it says Speed Team card list. It just goes through each of the monsters, all the skill cards, then the breeder cards down here. Next we have these. Now there are 6 of these in each of the starter decks. These disc fragment cards. On the back of them, same thing. Also disc fragments. Now these cards, I've always wondered what they were for. Like I said, I got these decks years ago, but back then I didn't know much Japanese at all. I think I was kind of just learning. But now that I actually know Japanese, I was taking a look at the rulebook that's also included with all of them. And on the very back here, it says special card present. So apparently, if you gave your name, your address, and all of that information and had 20 of the disc fragment cards and sent them in, I guess directly to Tecmo, then they would give you a special card as a present. I'm assuming it might be the Phoenix card. It's very, very possible. I know the Phoenix card was given with the Monster Rancher Battle Card Game Boy Color game, which I have the box for it right here, like the Japanese box. And it says in the corner, it comes with a first edition, or a first limited edition, not only first edition, but also limited Phoenix card. Unfortunately, mine did not come with it. It was already opened. Haven't actually looked for one that was sealed, but I might actually do that at some point, just to see if we can get a Phoenix card. And if I do, definitely got to do a video about it. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and start with the Speed Deck. So you guys saw what the starter decks looked like in the booster box video, but I will go a little bit more into detail here. So, looks amazing just right off the bat. I love that they come in this kind of starter deck. Pokemon TCG started using this as well for starter decks. It comes in like the little, essentially like a playing card box. But yeah, so Monster Farm Battle Card, around it, of course, just like the booster packs, official Monster Farm, Tecmo. Down here, I love the little gold, like, reflective here. It just says Speed Team as the name of it. Yeah, so on the side, not much going on here. On the back, yeah, I love this little, like, seal of approval right here, or seal, like, official seal here. So Monster Farm Battle Card, 2 breeders, 3 monster teams. You can use to battle each other, yes. On the side here, yeah, Tecmo official Monster Farm Battle Card Starter Kit. Starter Kit, just like we noticed on the back of the pack, said was required to play, but you also could just use the booster packs to enhance your deck. So we're going to go ahead and open it up. And the way I'm going to be going through all 3 of these decks is separating the monster cards so we can look at them all separately. And then we'll look at the breeder cards. However, the breeder cards, that's one thing I was going to mention. There's not many to each deck, and they're all the same. So, like how we noticed in the booster packs, the breeders were all rares for the most part. but they weren't hollow or anything. But still, those breeders are actually very important for this game because they don't give you much to work with in the starter decks. So any of those breeders are going to vastly improve your deck. So, what is a Monster Rancher starter deck video without starting with Mochi? The essentially like the Pikachu of the series. If you guys have watched the anime, this is Genki, like the main character's monster. So Mochi, in a way, I don't know. I still think of Swayzo as the official mascot of Monster Rancher, but some people might argue Mochi just because, you know, Genki had one. But I'm still gonna go with Swayzo on that one, guys. All right, so here's what the monster cards look like. We have I guess the attribute. He is a ground. Essentially, it's just ground or air. The only airs I can think about would be Gali and Pixie, as far as like the original set of cards. We have his life down here. He's got 7 life, and then his name down here, Mochi. Now, one thing I didn't do in the booster box video, and I apologize for, guys, I don't think I looked at the back of the cards. The back of the cards, some pretty simple but kind of awesome artwork here. We have the sky, clouds, everything's looking clean and Gucci. We have the blue outline on these cards. Just for the monster cards, you'll notice on the skill cards, it's actually a white line, like still the same background, but white outline for it. So let's go through the skill cards here, guys. Let's see if we can compare what we get here compared to what we got in the booster packs. All right, so we got Slap with Mochi, and a lot of these are just going to be repeats. So Slap we got 3 of. We have Arm Thrust here for Mochi, just 1 of them. We have Rolling, I believe it's Rolling Attack in the English one. We got 3 of those, yeah. Headbutt, classic Mochi card, 2 guts for 3 damage. We got 3 of them. And then the, I believe it's Petal Blizzard, or Petal Whirlwind. Cherry Blossom Whirlwind. I actually forget the English name for this one. But, yeah, 3 guts to 2 damage to all of the opponent's monsters. Not just one of them, but all of them. We have Round, his defense, and then his evasion is Roll and... Or I guess Hide is also a defense, not an evasion one. Yeah, up here, Bolgyo is defense. It's going to block damage. And then... Well, this one, he literally just hides behind another monster. I always wondered what this monster was, though. Some kind of purple dino. Maybe like a Naga dino. And then this one is, I believe Kaihi? It's evasion. All right, so that is Mochi. Now we're going to move on to Hare, a.k.a. Ham. Hamu is his Japanese name. He's apparently supposed to be more of like a rabbit hamster. So like Hamu is like the ham part of Hamusta. But in English, they just went with Hare. So he's a ground type, of course. No wings here. 6 health, and Hamu is his name down here. Still has the awesome background. I mean, it's just so simple, but I think it's because it's blue. Blue's my second favorite color. You guys probably already know orange is my favorite. And it's just, I don't know, it's just really clean. Just really clean. All right, so his skill cards. We got Sobat. I believe that is the same in English. Now, not sure what Sobata is. If you guys know, let me know. I'm assuming it's just a type of kit, maybe. I don't know. We got 3 of them. We got 1-2 Punchy. I believe it's the same in English. 1-2 Punch. Got 2 of them. We have Hare's Headbutt. Kind of a risky card, but a good one. 1 Guts cost for 4 damage. It does 2 to yourself, though. Hare has a couple risky cards. We got 2 of those. We got Round Kick. Got a couple of these in the booster packs. Gudu Gudu Punchy, the Spin Punch, classic, 4 guts for 6 damage, 2 of them. And here's another risky card, Tackle, 4 guts for 8 damage, but once again, 2 to yourself. And with 6 damage, or 6 health, Hare doing damage to himself, he's risky. We got a special card here, Loud Voice. This just up here just means like a special ability. And then 2 evasion cards. No defense with Hare, just evasion. He might have some defense cards in... like the booster packs. I'll have to go back and look. But as far as the starter deck, just evasion. All right, now we're moving on to Dino. All right, my boy Dino. Love using Dino cards. So we have Earth type up here. Or not really Earth type, but Earth attribute. Then we have 8 health and the name down here, Dino. Looking sick. All right, so we have Punch for Dino. Now, Dino has some higher cost moves, but he's very powerful in general. So we got 3 punches. We got Flame, 3 guts for 4 damage. 2 of those. We got a Tackle. Just like with Hair, he's got some cards that do damage to himself, but this only does 1 damage to himself. 2 guts cost for 4 damage. Tail Whip, we got a couple of those with the booster packs. And I believe it, yeah, it can hit, oh, it can't do damage to monsters in the air. Oh, okay, has to be on the ground. 4 guts for 6 damage on Bite. Very good Dino card. And then his last one's going to be Fire Tackle. I think it's Fire Dash in English, but Fire Tackle here in Japanese. 6 guts for 11 damage. Does do 3 to himself, however. We have his defense card Endure. Yep, but here it says Bogyo. And then he's got the evasion card. I believe this one's like Step Aside or Leap Aside. Pretty cool card though, honestly. Like just the picture looks like he's dodging like a maybe like an ice bolt from Tiger. He's just stepping out of the side casually there. And now we can move on to the breeder cards. Yeah, the breeder cards, like I said, we're not working with much here. They don't give us really much to work with. So we have Mango, 0 cost to heal 1 damage. And then we have I forget the English name, it's like Assist or Help. Just 1 guts cost for 1 damage. And then we have the card, any of the white border cards here can be used by any monster. This one, I believe it's Willpower, Teiryoku. This one, for 1 guts cost, if you have a monster with 2 or less life, it doubles their attack power. It's, of course, just certain occasions where you can use that, but that can make or break the game. That is a very good card. All right, so that concludes the speed deck, guys. Speed deck's really good. It's probably my second favorite deck. Miracle being my first, and then Powerful last. Not that I don't like Powerful, but I just like using Hair and Mochi, and or Hair and Dino. But honestly, Mochi's pretty good too. So now we're going to move on to the Powerful deck. So let's take a look at this bad boy. Yes, I love this one too, though, just because, I mean, really all the decks are just so awesome. I love Naga. He's one of my favorites. Golem originally wasn't one of my favorites, but he really started growing on me. And who doesn't love Pixie? Whether it's the game or the card game, like, Pixies are really fun to use, in my opinion at least. So yeah, same as last time, just says Powerful, or not deck, but Powerful Team. Yeah, starter kit, everything is essentially the same, just different color, rocking the red color here. All right, so let's open it up. Same thing, we're gonna go look at the monsters one by one and their skills. And honestly, I may just skip the breeder because it's the same. 2 mangoes, 2 assists, and the willpower. So it'd be kind of boring just to go through the same thing over and over. But yeah, take my word for it, they are all the same. You're not missing anything, guys. So, of course, we got to start with Pixie here. Essentially got to start with, like, I don't know, there's 3 monsters on it, but I guess I go with the one in the middle first. They kind of seem like the backbone or, like, the MVP of the team. So we got Pixie here. Love the artwork here. Looking so dope. So our first Sky card, yeah, it is a Sky card. 6 health, and Pixie is the name down here. Pixie. Nice. All right, so Pixie, yeah, just has some low-cost moves, but some pretty tricky moves, some pretty tricky ones. So 0 guts here for Scratch, just does 1 damage. We have Lightning, Kaminari. Another one for 0 cost, but it does 1 damage. But if you use, let's see. Yeah, normally you can only use 1 attack per turn, but with this one, you can use Thunder and Lightning attack in the same turn. So you can just bounce them one off the other. And we'll get to the Lightning card soon. We have Kiss, 4 guts for 1 damage, but it makes you lose all of your guts. So that is a very OP card there, if you use it the right way. All right, so here's the Lightning attack, Dengeki. 1 guts for 2 damage, but yeah, you can use that with the other one, so it'd be 1 guts total for 3 damage. So, or yeah, for 3 damage total. Pretty dope for just 1 cost. We have this one's just Lightning. Yeah, all of our attacks are about the same, like same name wise. Uh, yeah, you can't evade this one, it looks like. Can't evade it. 4 guts for 4 damage. Yeah, just try running away from Pixie's lightning, other monsters. It ain't gonna happen. Alright, we have a tackle here. 2 guts for 4 damage. Does 1 to herself. Essentially like Dino's tackle. We have a special card here. 2 guts to heal 1 monster by 3. I love healing monsters or healing characters in any game, so that's another reason why I like using Pixies. And then Step is her evasion card. No defense here, just evasion here. So next we're going to move on to my boy Naga. Love Naga, guys. Like I mentioned in the booster box video, Naga is actually an actual like mythical creature. It wasn't, you know, invented by Monster Rancher. So they're pretty cool. I think you see them, they like guard temples, like they have statues of Naga. I believe in India. So we have the ground type here, of course. No wings. Although Naga, like, I don't know, I could see him potentially with wings. 8 health, and Naga is his name. Another one of those that's English name is the same as the Japanese name. Alright, so I believe this one is Stab. I think so. It can't be evaded. That's why it's 3 guts for only 2 damage, but you can't get rid of, or you can't escape him. We have this one. I think it's just like hit in Japanese, but like it's thwack, I believe, in English. Thwack is a very fun word to say. Essentially like Mochi's headbutt, 2 guts for 3 damage here. Got 3 of them mugs. Or maybe this one's thwack. Hataki. I believe that's like pound. Like punch. I don't know. Naga's got a lot of very basic card name attacks. Or attack names. So we have 3 guts for 4 damage here. 3 of them as well. We have Drain. It does 4 damage for 6 guts, but you... Let's see. You get all of the damage healed. So that's pretty dope. First card, I think, or only card in the original set to do damage and heal in the same time. Alright, we have, I believe it's like Air Bullet. Or, no, Magic Bullet. I think Magic Shot in English. But yeah, 4 guts for 5. We did get a couple of those in the booster pack. 6 guts for 8. This is, I think it's, is this one Evil Shot? Renzoku Ma. Essentially, it's like repeated Magic Bullet in Japanese, but I can't remember the English name for it. But yeah, even if you evade it, it still does half damage, apparently. That's a good card. Alright, we have Glare here, another special card. Next turn they can't... Yeah, they can't attack, it looks like. No, they can't avoid this turn, that's what it is. We have Counter for his defense, so not only does it block, but it can actually repel some of the damage and send it back flying at the enemy, doing some damage to them as well. So Naga in general, very useful card overall. Alright, and to finish off the powerful deck, we have my boy Golem here. Yes, he is ground type, of course. Good luck trying to even fly this dude. 9 health, I think the highest of any of the base set cards as far as health. Now, Golem as well, just like with Dino, has some higher cost cards, but they do a lot of damage. So first we have, I believe this is Brow Hit in the English one. It's been a while since I played the game, guys. I need to pick that up again. 3 guts for 5 damage. And then we got Kick. 4 guts for 7 damage. Yeah, my boy Golem's strong. We got 3 of them. We have Chop. 5 for 8. Yeah, high cost, but very, very high damage. Gudu Gudu attack. Yeah, just rolling attack or spin attack. 7 damage for, or 12 damage for 7 guts. Surprised it doesn't do any damage to him. We have Quake, 6 damage for 3. No, 3 damage for 6, and it does damage to all opponent's monsters. That is legit. Also, I kind of forgot about it, but yeah, up here it says power. Up here is essentially like intelligence. Just like in the Monster Rancher games, as you guys know, similar to attack and special attack in Pokemon, they have, you know, cards that focus on attack power and cards that focus on intelligence. And it affects the card game in a sense of like some cards might let you dodge intelligence attacks, but not normal like power attacks. So Very important to pay attention to those. His defense card here, I believe he can actually take damage for somebody else too. Yeah, because actually, Tomo o Kaba, yeah, like cover your friend is essentially like the English translation. And then we have his other defense. That just defends himself. Alright, so that is it for the powerful deck. Just to show you guys I'm not lying, the breeder cards are all going to be the same. Yeah, we have 2 Mango, 2 Aid, and then the Willpower. Alright, moving right along, guys. Alright, so yeah, like I said, I saved my personal favorite for last. I just love the Miracle Team. The deck that you get in the game to start out with actually depends on, like the one they give you depends on the answers you give to the personality quiz in the beginning. And I mean, it seems more than just a coincidence that my favorite deck is the one that I usually always get. This one being my favorite just because the monster's in it. We got Tiger here, my all-time favorite monster. Probably will always be my favorite. And I've always loved Gali. In the anime, he was like one of my favorite villains. Just his design, his moves, everything about him's cool. And then, of course, the Monster Rancher mascot, Swayzo, in the middle. But yeah, as it says here, Miracle Team. Everything else the same. Just rocking this very clean yellow deck box. So, yeah, and I would purposely choose different answers on some of the questions if I was ever wanting them to give me a different starter deck. But for the most part, I think I've always got the Miracle deck anytime I've played. As long as I was like answering the questions truthfully. If I gave different answers on purpose, that's whenever I would get different teams. Alright, so like I said, starting out with kind of the mascot of each of the decks. So, gonna start off with my boy Swayzo, ground type obviously. He doesn't have many body parts in general. Wings are definitely not one of them, guys. Alright, 7 health here, Swayzo, of course. No difference in the English name and Japanese. Alright, we got Spit. 1 guts for 2 damage. Swayzos are just, they're so interesting. I love using them in the games. They're just very interesting mons. Alright, this one, I believe, let's see, this attack, when it gives damage. Oh, your the enemy breeder loses 1 guts cost 2. That is dope. That is dope. So 2 for 2, but your enemy breeder loses 1 guts. Alright, we got a lick here. Interesting. So, yeah, whenever it does damage, though, just like with Pixie's Kiss, it does a little bit more damage than Pixie's Kiss, but the enemy breeder loses all guts. All guts. Alright, we got Bite with Swayzo. 4/6, 4/6. Classic card. Swayzo looking vicious. You never think of him with teeth, but look at them fangs, guys. Alright, we got Scouting here. Scouting is one of Swayzo's special cards. You draw 1 card from your deck, which is pretty dope. I love any card. I say this with so many games, like card games. I just love any cards that let you draw cards. Just so important. We got Side Roll for Swayzo's Evasion, and he has no defense, just Evasion. We got 3 of them. Alright, so Swayzo down. Next, we got my boy Gali. Oh, you guys know I'm saving Tiger for last. You know I'm saving it. I even have, you probably noticed in the background here, my Tiger Hardee's toy. Back in the day when Hardee's actually had Monster Rancher toys. One of my friends actually one time, he had one of these, and he couldn't find it though, but I was telling him about Monster Rancher. He's like, oh yeah, I got a toy from Hardee's one time. And I was like, no way. They've never had Monster Rancher toys. I literally just did not believe him. Refused to believe him. And then he showed me, and sure enough, on the back it says Hardee's. I was like, oh, okay. So then at some point I had to buy one online. I also have a Golem as well. Now this one, it's still in the bag, but I just have to show you guys. Just a little bonus for you guys. It's a Golem. It's in pieces. You put them together. But yeah, sure enough, Hardee'sCoolKids.com. There is a Golem in there, guys. Monster Rancher, cool combos. Yeah, the other cards, I couldn't find this anywhere, but it's one of those toys. Pokemon had the same. You put it in water, squeeze it, and like it absorbs water, and then you can like shoot out water. Extreme Skating Genki. This one I've wanted to look for too, but I could not find it. It has like the little shrine here with the disc right here, and it literally just shoots out Genki. Break attack, Golem, of course, and then the one we got here, Leaping Tiger. It does leap, guys. It does leap. Anyway, just had to get that bonus out there, guys. Let's continue with the starter deck. So we have Gali here, the only other flying type in the main set. 7 health. Gali is his name. So slightly different than the English, but Gali compared to Gali. We got Scratch, 1 guts cost for 1 damage. I believe we have 3 of them, yep. Kick, 2 for 2. Then Flame Wall, love this one. Hono no Kabe, 4 guts for 2 damage to all of the opponent's cards. I love the attacks that do damage to all of the opponent's cards. Seinaru Hikari, Holy Light. I can't remember the name of this one in English, but I doubt it's Holy Light. 3 guts for 2 damage, can't be avoided. Cannot be avoided, guys. We have Just Flame, Hono, 5 guts for 8 damage. Very powerful, one of his most powerful. And then his evasion, Kaseru, literally just lie down. Yeah, his evasion. And I think he has defense too. But this goes back to what I was saying, guys. This is like magic reflect, essentially. Maho Hantai, or Hansha. So this one can reflect the damage, but only for intelligence attacks. So like how Naga has counter for physical attacks, Gali has one for the intelligence attacks. And of course, the best for last, in my personal opinion, my boy Tiger here. Ground type, 6 health, Raiga. Yeah, it's I guess in Japanese it actually be more like Liger, but the Rai, I'm sure, refers to him being able to use lightning attacks. But in English they decided on Tiger. I don't know, a little confusing, but I still love the name Tiger. Although Raiga is like even cooler in my opinion. So if you guys know Battle Card, you know Tiger's signature moves here. We got Left Claw, Right Claw, and Horn. 3 of each of them. So they all have 0 guts cost, and they all have 1 damage, but you can combine them together. Gets kind of confusing as far as whenever you look at the description here in Japanese. But you can combine any 2 of them or 3 of them. If you have 2, it'll do 3 damage. If you have 3, it'll do 7 damage. And that's still 0 guts cost. So when you combine these cards, guys, Tiger is a force to be reckoned with. Other than that, we have his lightning attack. We saw this in the booster pack. 2 guts for 3 damage. Then we have his stab. 3 guts for 4 damage. 2 of those. Then we have backflip. One of his evasions. And then the other evasion is jump. So yeah, honestly, looking through these cards again, guys, there are a lot of extra cards that we got in the booster boxes, or in the booster box video. So I kind of actually want to go back looking at the starter decks now. I kind of want to go look back and see just how many new cards we got in those booster packs. So that concludes the video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and please subscribe if you want to see some more Monster Rancher content. I do plan on bringing more. Honestly, what I have next in store for you guys is the Monster Rancher trading card opening. I have no clue what are in these, guys. I have no clue. I'll give you just a little preview. I believe they're just going to be scenes from the show, as what's seen on the back here. There's just pictures of the show. But really, there could be anything. I tried to find some pictures online of what could be in here, but I didn't really find any. There are 10 cards in a pack, 56 normal cards, 9 prism cards. I have about 10 that I'm going to be opening, so maybe we'll get all 10 prism cards. Not sure, but it would be dope to complete the set just with 1 opening. But anyway, thank you guys again so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day, and I hope to see you in the next Monster Rancher videos to come. Library Jesus, out.